Hello, everybody. Welcome to It's a Long Story. Place where we roll dice, we tell stories, and we create magic. We are here with all of the Mongoose Crew. Everybody take a look at your camera, wave, and say hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome. For those who have no idea what this is, hi, we are a D&D live stream that runs every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, having 5 parties living, existing, and breathing for those that do in the same homebrew world. This one, the beautiful world of, not this one. Thank God.
Does Seren breathe?
Seren breathes.
Okay.
I
I
think.
hear myself echoing. Does anyone else?
Nope.
Okay.
Living and breathing the beautiful world known as Estera. So if this is your first or second or third time watching, welcome. Hi. Hello.
Thanks.
Hello. I just woke up.
Good for you.
Yeah. Before we jump into tonight, some announcements. First time actually mentioning it here on the stream on the camera. We are officially once again fully booked up with players.
Hey.
So we have found our person, and Rachel from the Brasslight, person who plays Ophelia, will be joining the Unearthed Arcanum very soon. So we have Ember and we have Rachel joining us in a second campaign. Super exciting. Very, very happy to have those people in there. So that also means that we've now kind of filled up the slot. So about at least probably like around the 15th of March, so we'll be able to kind of push back into those one-shots for those that are still interested in playing. So you can check out those one-shots at startplaying.games/GM/It's a Long Story. There's no information yet on them, but that's where they will be. So please feel free to check that out. Also, again, there's a couple people that we had to kind of turn away and say no to. So for them, thank you all so much for jumping in, for kind of interviewing, and as I have said to you all, I do hope to see you guys in some one-shots in the near future. So, let's see. Other than that, the only other thing is if you're wanting to support the channel, the best way to do so is to like and subscribe where you're watching this, whether that is on YouTube or Twitch. Also, this is a live stream from the live. This is real as I say this. I'm in a box. No. So please feel free to jump in and say hi. If it's a pertaining comment, or if it's particularly silly and wonderful, we might put it underneath on the screen. But if you're just saying hi, I'll at least try to give you a wave or something. Yeah. Let's see. Also, you can check out our Instagram and TikTok down below at It's a Long Story _TTRPG, where you will see some of our best moments, some of our funniest moments, some moments.
Definitely some moments.
Definitely some moments. They're there. So yeah, please check that out.
Keep talking, because my thing isn't working. I'm trying to get my notes up.
Okay. Cool. Awesome.
Also, happy St. Milo's Day, everybody.
Happy St. Milo's Day. The day where Milo came into Estera and drove
out the snakes. We're just gonna ape the story.
Are we?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I mean, they were, you know.
They weren't real snakes.
It wasn't real snakes. It was
murdering pagans.
Yeah. That's what you want to go with?
Milo
You want to go
didn't
with
do
that
that.
one?
Well,
Yeah,
Milo
okay.
didn't do that. He drove out. He actually animal handling drove out snakes.
Milo's like, no, I'm the real St. Patrick. I really drove out snakes. For real.
And he uses prestidigitation to turn all of the rivers green once a year.
We're good.
And flowing like beer.
You hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
I still hear an echo, but I'll ignore it.
Okay.
Because I'm on an iPad. It's great.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
So
So
speech jammed.
yeah, it gets speech jammed. before we start tonight's session, we need to get a recap of where we left off with the Mongoose Crew. So, Lorianne, if you're good, please take it away.
Sorry, it's syncing. I had to download my Good Notes because I can't open Good Notes and have this open without it going away because I have an iPad. Okay, so we all wake up and do our morning routines in the last session. Wilbur woke up with a blanket on him from Eldrin. It was very sweet. Um, and he proceeds to make coffee for everyone and tries to do foam designs in them. Um, there's a lot of shenanigans with that. A sword becomes a penis. It's really beautiful. Um, and then Noros comes down and lets everyone know that Eldrin's having a rough time with. Oh, I wrote morning sickness. I didn't mean that. With sea sickness or motion sickness. And they kind of start talking to Marvin about if we can take breaks during the night so that Eldrin can sleep. And Marvin is very testy about that. And tells them it will add 8 hours. So if you want to do that, cool, but it'll add 8 hours. So Eldrin is really embarrassed that she is struggling with motion sickness and doesn't want anyone to know. And she lets Norris know that as he's in the kitchen with everyone, but it's already too late. He's told everyone. And she proceeds to tell Norris she's not sick, but is meditating so hard that she can't get out of bed. So he needs to do her morning rituals and prayers for her. He does a horrible job, and it leads Eldrin to angrily cast Lesser Restoration on herself so that she's at least not nauseous, but she does have a level of exhaustion. And then she continues to rant about her embarrassment and how she is an embarrassment to Tritons, and she is ashamed. So Milo then makes friends with the Bloomlings, which is really sweet. And then Eldrin goes to talk to Raylor about what she can do to protect us from whoever his simulacrum maker is. She suggests Gaish, but both Raylor and Seren thinks it's a bad idea because if he's compelled to go against it, he'll take a lot of damage and might die. So Seren suggests asking Broomhilda for help. And after discussing that we need to figure out how to keep Raylor from leaking the information about us, Eldrin suggests blindfolding him and deafening him when we get to the ship, and to avoid discussing anything important near him, which Raylor and Seren both seem to agree with. And Eldrin decides that she's going to talk to Catherine to ask for guidance. So she goes to the sending room to do that. And while she's in the sending room, War notices people approaching in a horse-drawn cart, and the group, minus Eldrin, Broomhilda, and Raylor, go out to investigate. And then Seren notices their symbols and recognizes them as slavers. So the group engages in a fight and kills everyone, including the people who tried to run away. And then it's justified because they find a wombat in a cage, Weston, who is Wilma's best friend. And he wants to go home. The end.
Beautiful. Awesome. Thank you so much, Lorianne.
And I need to figure this out, so I'm going to go out and come back in because
you got it.
All I can hear is.
All right. Cool. So, anything else to add, friends?
One of the slavers got away. We didn't kill all of them, just most of them.
The lizard folk one.
Seren didn't want to kill Tiefling, but everybody else did. Because they're all bloodthirsty. That's it.
And in my mind, the lizard folk guy ran away like those Jesus lizards in South America, just running on the water.
Yeah.
Flailing.
That's racist.
Seren should be the most bloodthirsty.
Sure. I'll take that. I'll take that.
Milo's just taking out pagans and unbelievable. Talking bad about lizard folk.
Honestly, that one checks for Milo. He does have a pretty narrow worldview when it comes to other species.
Mm-hmm.
Like with tabaxi specifically. And their affinity for string.
I am so sorry, guys. I do need to put us a little bit on a break just for some technical difficulty stuff. I'll be right back. Hold on one second.
Okay.
All right. Jumping back in. Do you guys want to play some D&D?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
It's still echoing for me.
No.
Let's.
I'm gonna leave and try on my phone.
Okay, you got it. All right, let's play some D&D, y'all.
Eldrin's still sleeping.
Well, I mean, it actually makes sense. Yeah, I think for a lot of where we're kind of coming into here. Yes, so we come into a scene of utter blood and destruction, as you all have just recently crossed the second river that you would need to in moving towards Celeste. You had run across a what looks to be a slaver wagon being held by seemingly at least one member of the Red Hand. So at this very moment, I believe it was Seren who pushed into the cart and or into the wagon and found Weston, one of the lost wombats. So, what are the rest of you doing with the remains of the assumedly all dead slavers?
I am looting their bodies.
I heard I am bodies.
I'm looting their bodies. I'm like trying to look for anything that maybe identifies them more specifically, or see like there's any like indication of who they work for.
Cool. You got it. Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Okay. Oh, that is a fantastic roll. Not at all. You said insight, right?
No, investigation.
Investigation. Okay, so even worse. 9.
9. Okay, cool. With a 9, starting with the particular creature that was halved. Looking at the bugbear, it is pretty difficult to find anything useful that is not fully caked in blood. So with a 9, you find I believe Wilbur might have had a mace, I believe.
Yeah.
But that's it. And a shield that is fully like just wooden and broken. It's relatively useless.
Useless.
Wilbur, what are you doing?
Does Seren yell that it's a wombat in the cart? Because Wilbur was still all the way on the other side of the water.
Yeah, Seren would immediately yell for Wilbur and say it's a wombat.
Okay. In that case, you don't know how it happens. You don't see it happen, but somehow Wilbur crosses that body of water faster than the speed of light. Will run up to the cart, look inside the cart, see it's Weston, and is so, like, I guess is too stunned to speak. That sounds really cheesy. Looks at Weston, then looks at Seren and says, "Get him out of here." And then Wilbur's going to walk over to each of the dead bodies and take one single arrow out for each body and just stab each of them right through the eye.
Okay. You all see Wilbur starting the process of going through that.
They're dead already.
Shut up.
Oh, okay.
I know that they're dead.
Wilbur, I don't think you've ever snapped at me like that before.
Wilbur just ignores Guar.
Can I help?
Just ignores Guar.
I walk away.
Third figure.
Seren's gonna listen to Wilbur after she sees what's happening and starts picking the lock on Weston's cage.
You got it. Yeah, give me a Thieves' Tools check. Milo, what are you up to?
Milo is what is the wagon being pulled by? A horse or a horse? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Milo's gonna offer it some like candy or something that he has in some candy that he's got in his pocket.
Some candy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something sugary.
Of course.
Or a carrot. No, it makes more sense that he stole some carrots from the wombats.
There you go.
So he's gonna offer it a carrot.
Cool, you got it. Give me an animal handling check.
Was a 16.
16. Okay, cool. With a 16, you see there is some apprehension from the horses. It kind of just moves back a little bit, and then sees the carrots and immediately kind of moves closer and goes for it. You notice with a 16, looking at the sides of the horse, you can see ribs. It's definitely been a little underfed.
As he's offering the carrot, as the horse gets closer, Milo's gonna pet its mane a little bit and just hang out with the horse a little bit and show it some kindness.
You got it. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so you see a creature that has probably been a little overworked in its life. The carriage that it is carrying, Weston itself is not very heavy, but Weston is tiny in that crate. This is probably one of many journeys that this horse has been in, carrying creatures in that cage that were probably a lot heavier than Weston.
Milo's gonna just disconnect the harness. He's gonna just let the horse go. I think he's noticing that and noticing I think seeing like where the harness and like the different parts of like the metal and the leather are like digging into the horse's skin because it's been pulling so long and working so long. Milo's gonna just start taking off parts of the, like, disconnecting the wagon and taking off parts of the harnessing to let him get a little space and try and you don't have to worry about that anymore. You can and you can't. Horses don't speak a language. Can they? I don't know. As he's petting the horse and like doing the thing like, oh, what's your name and all of that. Does he hear anything from the horse, or
are you cast to speak with animals or anything?
No, but with his tongue of the Tongue of the Moon, Sun and Moon, or whatever.
No.
No.
No. There's
mean-
you do not hear in
If this is a particularly smart horse, but
Milo's been around long enough, especially with like farm animals and things like that.
Mhm.
Horses are pretty dumb.
Yeah.
They're not in the idea of the D&D world. They're not at an intelligence level high enough to have a language. And actually, as you take the harness off, you see the horse kind of just like stands in the same place, does not move. Seems to be very confused on what's happening.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't know how else to.
Tag me in, coach.
Oh yeah, you're an animal. As well, I think as Milo hears the last squelch, which is probably closest to the Wilbur's gone in like a circuit and came back to the wagon, and he hears the last arrow go through, squelch into an eyeball. He's hey Wilbur, can you help me? I'm trying to find a way to tell this horse where some food might be, or where to go to be safe. Do you know?
I think Wilbur probably has just like a little stash of grass that is probably just really dried up over time in his pocket. So takes it out and hands it puts it up to the horse's mouth.
Roll me animal handling.
That's 22.
22. Cool. Day 22, as you put it up, you see actually Wilbur walking up to this horse. It does kind of like take a little bit of a step back, only because Wilbur's about the height that would be a concerning height for the horse, and the idea of possibly crushing him. You do notice that the horse does not seem to freak out as other horses have that you've seen before in the significant violence that has occurred over the past minute or so. The horse kind of bends down and takes some of the grass.
And you already got the horse free from the cart, right, Jamie?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's disconnected.
After the horse eats some of the grass, Wilbur will reach for its rein and just say it's okay, and then lead it over to the water's edge to drink.
Okay. Got it. Cool. So this river specifically actually kind of runs off from a higher sort of mountainside there, so it is fresh water that comes in. So it does kind of start to kind of meander over there, following Wilbur's lead. Seren, what'd you get on these tools?
17.
17. Okay. 17. It takes about maybe a solid I'd say no more than 5 minutes. So it does take a little bit. It seems like the lock comparatively to the cage, the surroundings of everything around here, seeming a little bit sort of on the cheaper end. This lock is pretty significant, pretty big. But yeah, you do manage to free Weston. As you see Weston kind of standing, very similar to the horse, just being kind of standing still in the cage.
Wilbur's outside. You're safe now. We'll get you back to the grove. Are you okay?
Yeah. No. I don't know.
Who? What did these people do to you? Where,
I don't know. I just, there was uh, I was at the Grove. I was at one of the tree towers. You all were fighting the big people. And then there was a flash of light. And I was surrounded by dirt. But it was like brightly colored dirt. And hard.
how'd you get out of the dirt?
I was really windy. I was very scared of that. I started just, walking in a direction, trying to find grass, and then I found this, place just surrounded by, like, I guess a stone wall. But, it looked like there was someone there. And then before I knew it, I walked in and there was a bag thrown over my head.
You see a very long stair. Seren, roll me. I want to say insight check, but I think this is actually kind of more of a nature check.
$18.
18. It occurs to you, Seren, that Weston is... 18 is enough to recognize that Weston is possibly describing sand.
Mm-hmm.
And in the idea of him not really knowing exactly what that looks like or the word for that. The idea of where he went as a creature that is so sheltered in his understanding of the world, where he went was probably a truly awful and significantly quick representation of how cruel the world could be in a very, very short amount of time.
Poor Weston.
And you see that just represented in this sort of stare that as he kind of just stops talking.
She's gonna grab his little paw and say, I'm sorry that happened to you. There's bad people out there outside of the grove, and I don't... The scary voice in the sky told them that they shouldn't trust wombats, and they're not, it's not right. But we'll get you back to the Grove and to Riley, and they'll keep you safe. We won't let this happen again.
I didn't know. Why were they so mean to me?
I don't know. There's these people that took you. They're not good. And I don't know. The world can be really scary sometimes. And I hope you don't have to experience anything like that ever again.
I'd very much like to go home now.
And Wilbur walk up at this time.
Yep.
Wilbur's gonna walk up to Weston slowly, recognizing that he's probably traumatized, and just reach out for Weston to take his hand, and if he does, just embrace him in a hug and say, "I'm gonna get you home."
There is a deep sense of exhaustion to the matted fur and the extremely, you can feel even beneath the fur of a hot sort of body temperature hot, giving you the idea of like there's a possibility that Weston also has like a fever or something. As you feel the exhaustion just fall into your arms.
Noros would give the bracelet to Wilbur.
At this point, I think Guar would come in or check on the wagon as well.
Yeah, the wagon's still covered, so I'd say like there's still this kind of like sort of dark sort of area where it's yeah, he hasn't come out yet.
Because I would peek in, and just be like, what's going on?
So you see Guar's face freaks Weston out at first.
Yeah, I get that a lot. I'm sorry.
It's okay, Weston. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use this bracelet, and I'm gonna call Riley. I'm gonna have Riley come get you. You know Riley. And I'm gonna have her take you back to the Grove. I'm gonna tell her to work with my mother to get you cleaned up, make sure that you're taken care of, make sure you're not sick, and I want you to stay with my parents. Do you understand?
Okay.
Or are you sick, little one?
I don't know.
Would it be all right if you take my hand?
You can trust Guar.
You see his eyes start to... I apologize, guys, for leading into this so heavily in the beginning of the session, but it is I think, accurate in the idea of what this wombat has experienced, and the idea of taking someone's hand and trusting them, which would have been unquestioning before the grove.
Right.
Or after the grove. You see him hesitate, and you see tears form in his eyes.
Oh. What did they do? What did they do to you? No, don't tell me that.
Maybe it's okay. You don't have to take Guar's hand. That's okay. We're gonna get you home.
I can heal you if you will allow me.
That's okay, you promise?
Yeah, of course I promise. I swear on Bahamut.
You see Weston's not looking at you.
I promise. It's okay. I promise.
You see the hand kind of extend out slowly.
I'm not gonna close my hand around your paw. All you have to do is make contact with me. That's all that has to happen. I'll just do a finger. How about that?
Okay.
Okay. And I lay on hands for however, is it 5 points to cure an illness?
Mm-hmm.
5.
As you do, Guar, you definitely feel something get pulled from Weston. You can tell me how it dissipates, but
I would say like it probably like pulls maybe like some kind of like sickly green kind of like strands, maybe from his head in his chest into his arm and out into my arm, and then it kind of goes, it dissipates. How do you feel?
Less shivery.
Good. Wilbur, I obviously I'm going to let you handle this, but little one, are you hungry? Is there anything I can get you?
Just
you see, with the idea of the fever leaving, you see his eyes kind of closing a little slower, as the realization of the exhaustion hits in.
I just really want to go home.
Yeah, of course you do. Yeah, Wilbur, you do your thing. I'll stand guard outside.
Wilbur used the bracelet to call Riley.
Wasn't a nat one. Immediate response. I'm on my way.
Riley's on her way. She'll be here soon.
Oh, good.
Soon, Weston, you'll be back. You'll be playing with Wilma. I know she's missed you dearly.
Yeah.
But you have to stay with my parents for a while, you understand?
Okay.
Real quick, is there any like burlap sacks or like kind of any blankets or anything I could use to cover the bodies so that he's not freaked out when he leaves the wagon?
Oh, good question. Yeah, I will say for sure. There's like you can tear. I would say inside the wagon there's probably some like excess sort of like cloth for when like if the covered wagon gets like gets cut up. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I grabbed that and I probably like cut it where so it's I can at least partially, if not completely, cover the bodies that are there.
Yeah.
Once Seren sees Guar finish that, just gonna say, Wilbur, do you wanna take him outside, and I'll check the wagon for anything else.
Wilbur will like peek out of the wagon just to make sure that it looks okay out there, and then once he sees that everything has been covered and doesn't think that it'll trigger Weston, Yep, we can go out here.
Yeah.
Milo's gonna join you to search the wagon, Seren.
Okay.
Both of you guys feel free to roll me investigation checks. Noros heads back to Marvin to alert Eldrin and Brumhilda what's going on.
Okay.
So 15 for Milo.
29 for Seren.
Cool. We'll handle that in a second. I would say that just about when Noros gets to Marvin is when just before he's going up, the rest of the party kind of hears Wilbur, she's here, and you see Nora's kind of go up as you see Riley appear through one of the trees, but across the river. There's a moment that she actually stops and is staring at the river. Kind of like lost at the moment.
I think since I'm out there covering, making sure the bodies are covered, I probably clock this, right?
Yeah.
I would walk up and sidle up next to her. And,
Well, she's across the river, so you.
Okay, then
yeah.
I'd sidle up across from where she is.
Okay, so you're on the other side of the river.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Sorry. No. I will. Here I come. And you see her take a moment and float over the river.
That was really cool.
Yeah, I've never been past this river before. Where is he?
Oh, over there. I can escort you to him.
Okay.
And if you need to get back across the river, let me know. I can bring him to you.
Is there any trees or plant life? And you see that it's more scattered over here, but there is a tree over here too, so sure. she can access that.
Yeah.
Wilbur, in the 30 to 40 second wait, you see Weston kind of slumps a little bit into what looks to be like a sleep. As Riley comes running over.
Weston, Riley's here. She's gonna take you home.
Okay. I will go home now.
Riley, you take him straight to my mother. Weston is to stay with my parents.
Of course.
He is exhausted.
See Riley staring at Weston, still, matted fur, torn, markings. I'd say you see there's patches of old blood on his fur.
Oh, I'm getting so mad.
And that's exactly what you see with Riley. There's a moment of just concentrated rage. And her eyes flick up to the mark of the hand on the side of the wagon, the red hand.
You do know them?
No. Not yet.
Out of character, these are the same people that captured Seren, right?
Captured Seren's a...
Well,
Yeah.
that Seren ran into. Okay.
Seems like...
I think Seren's run into them before.
My mother's going to insist on bathing him right away. Please don't let her do that. He needs to sleep first.
I'll take care of it. Anyone around can give me a... I would say an Arcana or say a History or Nature check.
History's better for me.
Nat 20 for 25 history.
Okay, cool.
Or
This
20 Arcana.
Okay, cool. So Milo, for you, I believe this might have come up in conversations over the past couple of years with how dryads work. Dryads are protective beings. They're designed to, essentially kind of cursed to watch over something very specific, usually.
Mm-hmm.
With a nat 20, you see that rage is building from something that you know that she can't do anything about because most likely they're too far away.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just how could they do this, it's how could they do this, and I hate that I can't do anything about it.
Yeah. Can I get a little timey-wimey and interject something?
Sure, go for it.
When Riley looks up and sees the red hand, I feel like Seren and Milo are done. Like, we've finished investigating and looting the wagon, and Milo has set fire to the wagon. So as she sees the red hand, tongues of flame start eating up the burlap that it's on.
Okay. The look of anger turns to horror as she immediately grabs Weston and Wilbur, pulls them back as they're right near the cart.
Well,
Guar picks up one half of the bugbear body and throws it in the wagon.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Milo starts throwing the smaller bodies onto the wagon.
You got it. You see Riley yeah, I think you see Riley just not in a state of full control of understanding the situation of what needs to happen first, Wilbur. So as she's watching the flames of the wagon come up, Wilbur, you recognize that she needs to bring Weston back. That's what she needs to do.
Yeah, so Wilbur will just say, Riley, I think you need to get Weston home now. Thank you for coming so soon and so quickly.
Yeah.
This is not your fault.
Make them pay, Wilbur.
Does Guar hear this?
I don't know.
I think I would.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm not going to interject, but I think Guar just like stands up a little taller and like squeezes the handle of his halberd a little tighter.
Are you growling?
Mm-hmm. Like a guttural, something's just from deep inside is just like, I'm gonna kill everybody.
Yeah.
There's
you know that
no
we will,
amounting.
Riley.
These
There's no-
bastards got me before, and I might know somebody that has some information. He might have overheard something before we took out the other group. We'll do something about this.
As I'm growling and squeezing my halberd handle, I think like my eldritch energy is crackling around my hand and starts to crackle around like my chest. I say, Riley, I get the sense that you can't do much past that point. Because, I mean, you'd infer that from, she said that I've never been past this river, or this, the river.
Okay. Yeah.
We will be your hand of justice. Rest assured, we will do everything we can to end this.
Okay. Come on, Weston. Let's get you home. Kind of pulls Wilbur to her hip. It gives a very big squeeze. You feel her arm kind of extend a little bit around you, almost like vine-like, in like kind of pulling you in. And I think actually with that, I think she like beds down and like kisses your head, and lets you go. Picks up Weston and carries him over to the tree. Weston, I think, would say goodbye, but I think you see him like just fully just falling asleep as you wave, and you see them go.
Wilbur will kind of look around at everyone and say, the best thing that could happen is all of his memories to be wiped away.
Can your mom do that?
No, but she's chock full of surprises, so who knows? But she will take care of him.
I pull one of your arrows up out of the ground, and I hand it back to you, Wilbur. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's vengeance. You have my halberd, Wilbur.
This arrow, I think Wilbur is, I don't know of a cool way to do this necessarily, but I think that Wilbur would just give himself a small little cut and then just like mark the, what's the back part of an arrow called? Why can't I think of it? Yes, thank you. I think that he would like get his blood on that fletching and say this will be reserved for the exact moment. And he puts the arrow back in his little, back at his side.
Wilbur, there's a moment, and I think there's a fleeting sort of version for the rest of you in this, and the idea of it has been, for most of you, pretty much everybody except for maybe Guar, it has been an extremely violent few months. And Wilbur, as you look at the markings that you've made on the fletching of your arrow, I think there's a moment where maybe you and Seren catch eye contact. As both of you recognize that this a world where this senseless violence happens. I think there's a part of both of you that just kind of look at the idea that there was not too long ago you were not aware of how dark this world can get. Wilbur, for you, a few months ago, you had no recognition of the world being anything but the Grove. And Seren, you've had experiences. You were older. But looking at it from an innocent one's eyes brings you back to an understanding of why you're doing what you're doing. Eldrin.
Yes.
You know, some things have happened beforehand, and we'll kind of like jump back to those memories when it happens. But you see Noros kind of come running in. Everybody's okay, but we found one of the wombats. So Riley just got here to bring him back. And not everyone's okay. We killed a bunch of people, but they were bad.
Okay. Is Wilbur okay?
In a way, Wilbur's great.
Okay.
But I think in another way, probably not.
Are they coming back?
I assume so, eventually. But I didn't know if you wanted to go to them or not.
I'll wait.
At this point, you see Nora's kind of do this like weird, like kind of like nostril sort of thing, and then like kind of like move back to the window, open the door, and see the fire going on in the background. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, all right. Okay, they're all safe. It's probably just Milo catching something on fire again.
That's a no now. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, good.
She'll stand up and she'll hug him.
Sorry, I don't want to get any bear juice on you.
I don't care.
Okay. For the rest of you, we'll say there's like you grabbed like Seren and Milo. Say that for now you grabbed. You both succeeded on something in your investigation check. But I'll say you just kind of grabbed things kind of in like a bundle for now. What do you guys do? So I assume you have all the bodies thrown into the wagon as it's catching on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like Milo's gonna. I don't know how far these people are traveling, but if they had like a pot or a bucket or whatever, Milo go back and forth with the from the river and just like saturate the ground around it. Remembering Riley was just here. He doesn't want to, start a forest fire on the edge of her forest.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna saturate the ground around the pyre and just take a moment to. He's not religious or what have you, but take a moment while staring into the fire to kind of give himself an oath just between him and Orin, saying, I can't let this happen. I can't let this continue to happen. There's the world keeps getting darker, and I can't allow the dark to take over.
It pains me to remind you of this, but there will always be ones in this world that will allow this to happen.
Well, they can fear me.
We do our best.
And you see Milo kind of dissociating into the fire, and I feel like it's... Or he's been nonverbal, and not really interacting with anybody, but you see him dissociating, then you just... All right, fuck, let's get back to Marvin. We gotta... Moving on?
You see a horse lift its head out of the river, looking around at you all.
I was gonna pet its mane and look around, and there's no way he can come with us, is there?
I don't think he can climb a rope ladder.
Also, a horse on a pirate ship might be slightly complicated.
Oh, I know horses have been on ships before. How do you think that they get their transportation on land from one place to the other? My issue is the rope ladder. I don't think it has the opposable thumbs. Nope, definitely doesn't. Yeah. So I didn't know if it was like a rare opposable thumb horse.
Where we're going? You know, those thumb horses.
Listen, magic exists. Who the fuck knows what is available or exists around here?
Or your girlfriend can teleport things.
My what? Oh, yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah, she could totally do that.
Mm-hmm.
And Guar dimension door.
I can't.
Can you do that Misty Step thing, but for the horse? Or...
I mean, probably if I, was maybe riding it, but this horse looks like it's been through some shit. I don't know if I want to mount this thing.
We don't need to be taking this horse anywhere. Please, let's just leave this poor...
And yes, that's the proper term. Don't get weird, Seren, okay? God.
I mean, what do you think the thumbs are for?
Wilbur, you can do a nature check if you dare.
Oh, I dare.
This horse is bonded to you and wants to go with us.
15.
15? All right. You dared. It's a crapshoot. This area is conducive to a large group of horses. But a horse in this state, singular, it's hard to say.
Oh my god.
I asked if you wanted to roll.
I know. I know. I guess we're bringing this horse with us.
I'll be lighter than anything he's had to deal with in a long time. So I can hang out with him. Milo's gonna hop on his back as gingerly as a monk can, and
It's pretty gingerly.
yeah.
The instant we find an appropriate place, we have to leave the horse to the wild again.
Wilbur's like, I couldn't keep Patch. We're not going to keep getting pets for other people.
We're not going to keep...
Agreed.
How fast does Marvin go? Could Milo potentially ride next to us?
Yeah, potentially.
Because we have less than a day, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't Marvin crossing the river anyway?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
So
if
Marvin
Marvin's
could
coming this way, then
theoretically come to us. Can I use that bracelet real quick?
Norris probably took it back, I'm going to be honest.
Oh, god damn it. Okay. I just wanted to send another message.
Seren hands over the ring.
Truthfully, he didn't even want to give it to Wilbur.
No, but he knew that you needed it in that moment.
Eldrin, it's Guar. Can you bring Marvin across the river, please? Best, Guar.
Oh, Guar messaged Eldrin.
It's more fun to message Eldrin.
Interesting.
I just imagine her getting that message in her misery of the motion sickness and lack of sleep.
and she's in the message room, right?
Myself.
Yeah.
No, I'm with Norris right now. We haven't gone back to the message room yet.
Oh.
I respond. Noted. I'll ask from Hilda. Since I can't direct Marvin.
Seren, how many charges does this ring have?
No, and I tell Brumhelda that we need to go across the...
3. Just like the bracelets.
I didn't want to tell it's Guar again. I didn't want to tell Brumhelda because she seems
right
like
in front of Brumhelda.
She has a lot on her plate, and I don't want to add to it. She seems pretty overwhelmed, and I want to just give her that space that she deserves. This is Guar.
I don't respond to Guar. I look at Brumhelda and I said, Guar messaged me because he thinks that you're too overwhelmed to deal with things right now. So I'm asking you to direct Marvin across the river. I didn't feel he deserved a response to the request he just gave me.
He thinks I'm overwhelmed.
I don't know. He thinks,
Way to
look, I'm
misinterpret it,
really,
Eldrin.
Eldrin just looks at Brimhilda.
Jesus.
I'm so tired. I just had a long conversation with Catherine. I am trying to figure some stuff out. We need to go across the river. I don't know why they can't just walk back here themselves, but Gwar is afraid that you. In his defense, last time you got too overwhelmed, Marvin disintegrated. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be rude.
Okay, well, you can tell him that I'm fine.
I kind of wasted, I didn't respond immediately, so I can't
Yeah,
respond.
all right,
So you
Marvin.
can tell him when he, unless you want me to waste another charge, like I wasted a spell slot for Gaish, and that's not going to work.
All right. Yeah, no, that's fine.
We can all be in bad moods together. Horrible things are happening outside.
Yeah, great. Let's
I found
just
a
go.
wombat.
Marvin.
I love that the sending closet is 5 feet away.
Yeah, both of them. Yeah.
We're both exhausted, okay?
Can you just go down to the sending closet and tell Gwar that I'm fine?
Fine. Great. I will do that.
Thank you.
I said she has too much going on. I didn't say she was overwhelmed. This was too much going on.
I go into the sending closet and kind of shut the door hard.
As soon as you go in, it's bad because the smaller area, as soon as you go in, you feel this.
Except my lesser restoration. I'm like,
you can have it all under the doors.
I sit down and I put my head between my knees and I say to Gwar, Brimhilda says she's fine. We're on our way.
Eldrin, it's Gwar again. I'm not even using the ring anymore, but I think I am. I don't think that she's fine. I mean, I'm glad that she thinks she's fine, but I don't know. Things have been weird, and I just want to make sure that everything's okay, and I don't want to add any more weirdness to anything. So, this is Gwar.
So were you casting sending from your own spell list?
No, I was
he has the ring.
Because you're in the sending room. I'm responding to the...
Oh, okay.
So Gwar was just talking into it, thinking that he was supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Right. Yep, beautiful.
Let's another wave of nausea go over her. Breathes in through her nose and out through her mouth and says, just communicate. Just communicate. All you have to do is communicate.
You hear a knock at the door, and honey, they're coming up now.
Well, that's rich coming from you.
You see Gwar. You hear Gwar talking through the sending room, and then you start to hear Gwar from outside, walking up.
That's rich coming from you. Hey, Seren, this has way more charges than you thought.
Is a 16 enough to have slipped the ring off of Gwar's finger while he was pretending to talk into it?
That's up to Gwar, but I like it.
I'll allow it.
Yeah.
I will absolutely allow it. I would.
Yeah.
Where'd the ring, Seren?
She just holds up her hand.
Yeah.
It's on your middle finger.
Mm-hmm.
You come out of the sending room. I'd say you see Wilbur and Gwar maybe coming up.
I go over to Wilbur and I don't say anything and I drop to my knees and I hug him.
Damn, I'm gonna cry.
and I just say, I'm so sorry. And then I correct myself and I say, about Weston, we still have a lot to talk about.
Wilbur, in response to that, Wilbur would just go, okay.
Noros looks at Milo, just so close. Oh no, Milo's not here. Milo's on a horse. Yeah. It does it with Gwar.
Yeah.
Milo's not here. Milo's on a horse.
Milo's not here. Milo's on a horse somewhere.
I look around. Where's Milo?
Yeah. I say to Noros, they gotta communicate.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they do.
Yeah. And they gotta communicate. It's a communication's key. So
Norris has no idea what the joke is.
right.
Yeah.
I pull away from Wilbur, and I don't think I clocked that he was like, okay, like being like, come on. And I just look at him and I say, are you okay? Are you hurt? Do you need anything? What can I do?
I'm not hurt. I don't need anything. I don't know if I'm okay, but I'm not hurt. I put arrows through the eyes of dead bodies, so I don't think I'm okay.
You see Doros look at Quar and go like, it's okay.
what?
Okay.
I thought that was
I mean-
good. I thought he meant he was okay. Kind of.
Desecrating dead bodies is, I mean, it's a valid reaction to an innocent being kidnapped and tortured. I say it's a valid reaction, but it is not something I would expect you to do, so I don't think you're okay.
Seren, you walk in right at this point.
Is it valid
Not something
or is it,
you to do.
is it valid or
not the
is
right
it
word.
just a testament that I've become part of the ugliness of this very cruel world?
Oh, Wilbur, no. I mean, I think the longer that we're out here in this world, there's no escaping some of the ugliness to seep in. But I think that the beautiful parts of us outweigh that.
I'm having a hard time seeing any beauty in this world.
I understand. And Eldrin puts her head down a little, and a few tears escape, and she goes, "I felt that way since Volmos died."
I should have just went home and stayed home with my mother the moment we found her.
I've told Norris more than once that I just want to go home, but I'm still here, and you're still here. We have a job to finish, and then when it's done, we can go home and we can rest.
I hope that I live to see home.
Guar's
matter
barely
what's
keeping
going on
himself together.
Yeah, and Eldrin says, no matter what's going on between us, I will make sure that you live to go home. I promise that.
I believe your promise. But I don't know if any of us is powerful enough.
You are! Sorry.
I need Wilbur and Eldrin. I would say Eldrin first. Eldrin, you're aware of the increased difficulties of promising that. I need you to roll me a persuasion or deception. Specifically referencing that if Wilbur dies, Wilbur's gone.
Roll for trauma.
Yeah, roll for trauma. I'm gonna do a persuasion because I'm persuading myself too.
Okay.
It's -1 no matter what.
I would
Or
still
guess
say
that I could
deception
be
because
deceiving
you're
myself
deceiving
too.
yourself, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do deception then.
Roll for lying to yourself.
Yeah.
So I didn't get a
D&D.
nat 1.
Roll for delusion.
I didn't get a nat 1, but I have a -1, so I got a 1.
Okay. No roll.
Eldrin knows that she can't promise that, but she wants to. So
Yeah. No rule required, Wilbur. You clearly see that in Eldrin's eyes. She wants to.
It's a nice thought, anyways. Us all making it out of this alive and living to go home to our homes, be with our families.
do you remember when we were first in Brente and you were really scared and you wanted to go home? And I told you when we were in the woods, say the word and you and I can leave right now. Say it and we'll leave right now. Norris will have to come with us. I can't abandon him. I'm sorry.
I like the grove a lot.
Wilbur's gonna say, and I'm laughing. Miranda's laughing at Wilbur.
Wilbur just laughs in Eldrin's face.
Yeah.
Maniacally.
Gosh. Brunte, that seems like years ago.
It was only 45 days ago, Wilbur.
Seems like years ago. Yeah, I don't. It's not that easy anymore. We can't just leave. I wish. It's just not that easy anymore. And that's fine. I've accepted that. I've taken on everything that has led to this being the truth. I'm just having a hard time processing the fallout of all of it.
I understand. I mean, I can't lie to you that it's going to be okay, but at least we're all together.
That's true. That's for sure.
Are we all in the house at this point, or are we still outside the house?
Except
I think
Milo.
everybody except for Milo, maybe?
Yeah.
All right.
I
I think
Morgan's
it's
around.
probably a little awkward because, like, I'm kneeling in front of Wilbur and we're in the middle of everyone.
Yeah, you're in the
I'm-
middle of
Heart to
everybody.
heart.
I'm
Laura's
making
crying.
no. I'm making
Oh, yeah.
coffee. I'm making coffee for everyone.
You guys just had coffee. You guys just gonna get.
I don't care. I don't
Okay.
care. And I'm gonna try to make one for Wilbur that has the steamed milk it.
Okay.
Do I need to roll anything?
Yes, you do.
Yes.
Give me
If I had
Yeah.
to, you
He
have to.
Yeah.
give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh boy. I am not good at sleight of hand. Plus
That one.
0.
That one.
That is an 18.
Oh.
Okay.
Are you disappointed that I did a good job?
Yes.
I really needed someone to make coffee much worse than mine.
Yeah, with an 18, it's pretty good. It's not. I would say because I think Wilbur, I believe rolled a nat 20 the first time.
Sure.
So yeah, but it is. It's decent. I mean, what sort of design do you try to make in the foam?
A penis.
Beautiful. A sword or a penis?
No, a penis. Because
Cool.
I thought that's what Wilbur did the first time. Or
That's
the
right.
last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think like, oh, he would like this. Yeah.
He thinks it's funny.
Full
Yeah,
on
I
dick
would
and balls.
really
So
love
veiny.
a penis coffee. Thank you.
Yeah.
Dick and balls. Yeah. I will
Yeah,
wait
it's
until
decent.
I'm gonna wait until Eldrin. I would imagine this, like, timing wise, it would be after Eldrin and Wilbur are done. But like, so you guys
Okay.
go ahead and finish. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes. So I say to Wilbur, I think we still have a lot to work out and talk about, but you need to take some time to mourn the world that you thought you lived in. 'Cause it's never going to be the same. I'm sorry that you had to learn that lesson.
Ooh, It's okay. It's part of growth, right? In human nature, we learn, we evolve, we experience, we grow from it. That was deep. I don't know. I'm having a hard time even remembering what I thought the world was.
I'm gonna hug Wilbur again and just not say anything.
At this, Brumhilda comes out of the room, is now leaning kind of over the railing, looking down. Might have heard maybe a little bit of this, but we need to get going. Where's Milo?
I look around. Where is Milo?
He's with the horse.
I call up. I think he's singing about a horse.
Guar, I think you're coming out of the kitchen, which is on the second floor.
Oh, okay.
So you're actually you're right there.
Oh, I think he's singing about a horse.
What?
What?
He's singing to the horse that we found. He's riding a horse.
He has another pet?
I don't know if he has another pet. I just know we found a horse that was mistreated, and he's riding the horse.
Okay.
These are mugs of coffee.
Yeah, I guess that's not the weirdest. That's it's a low bar. That's not the weirdest thing.
Did you draw a penis in my coffee?
I haven't given it to you yet.
Oh.
I'm upstairs.
Yeah.
Damn it.
No, I'm going to give it to you when we're alone. It's just the two of us.
Okay.
I'm gonna, because I know we need to go back to the conversation.
Sorry, just real quick. I think Brumhilda sees the two cups in Guar's hand and goes, "Oh, thank you, Guar."
Yeah, sure. Here, I give her the one without the penis.
You give her yours?
Mine, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Smooth.
absolutely. Yeah,
Smooth.
absolutely. Yeah.
I really want you to give her the penis, have her see the penis one.
But she can still see it. She can still
well,
see
I'll
it.
say, give me a.
I know what I do. I know what I do.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I kind of go. I go to hand her though, and I go, sorry.
Okay, I'll just roll a perception check for her.
Okay.
That's real
Okay.
low.
Okay.
Real low. She doesn't see it. Yeah.
Oh.
I love that.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, sure. Are you okay?
Looks at Eldrin downstairs. Yeah.
Look, you've been going through a lot. I did something pretty fucked up yesterday.
Thanks for the coffee, Guar. And she walks off. Door closes.
I walk downstairs.
I'm gonna, assuming that I know, that we're gonna go back and talk to have the Catherine talk. I am gonna say to Seren, I have some ideas that we need to discuss about Raylar.
Okay.
I'm gonna go warn Milo about the giant trees and sentient wildlife and plants and things.
Everything for him to worry about in the wilderness going through. Yeah. Cool. I love it.
Okay.
That's great.
And Seren's gonna go to the sending closet.
Now I'm gonna yell out there.
He's right there.
I love it.
I know, but she has something else she needs to do too.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, so let's do a little bit of backtracking for Eldrin in the conversation. Then we will handle what you guys find in the in the cart, and then we'll handle Seren's sending. Cool. So backtrack. Eldrin is in the sending room.
Yeah, so I'm in the sending room. I sit down, just because it's weird to stand in this closet. And I take like a couple of minutes trying to figure out how to start this conversation because I've talked to Catherine more in the past like week than I've talked to her in like 2 years.
Yeah.
So it's weird. And as obtuse as Eldrin can be on things, even she realizes I need to stop like sending to her because also every time I send to her, she's having sex. So
Oh, okay.
it's true. The last 3 times she's been with Generous.
I think at one point
right.
they were in a fight, weren't they?
They were in a fight, but she's talked to her like 3 times in the last like day, I feel like.
Okay.
A couple of times. All right. She's with Generous a lot, okay?
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Honestly,
Eldrin.
with Tritons, it's hard to tell the difference.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, like Norris and Eldrin are like fighting
Yeah, we
every
look the same.
night.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were saying we look the same. I get it now.
No.
Way funnier.
Yeah.
Okay. So Eldrin says, I'm slow. That's what Eldrin says to Catherine. I'm slow.
Okay, here we are.
Okay. I need some help if you are willing to listen.
I did roll for it on where she was at.
It's the dice. It's not you. It's the dice.
It's the die. It's the die, yeah.
Yeah.
What else is new? Yeah. Hi, by the way.
Oh, hi. So, I'm sorry I keep doing this, but you are the high priestess, and I am your princess, so I suppose I don't need to apologize. Nope,
Good
sorry.
start. Go ahead.
Yep. A horrible start. We have a situation, and I spoke with Persona and got his guidance, and he told me that I have the abilities and the tools to accomplish this task, but I can't figure it out. So I'm hoping that maybe I can brainstorm a little with someone else who is a cleric of Persona.
You've been in the field for a few months now. How much help do you need?
Well, how much time do you have?
I'm the high priestess, and not a lot.
Well, you know what's going on with Volmos in the simulacrum, or at least is what Zaris has talked about, and I asked you to look into that. So we have another one, but unfortunately, or fortunately, that I don't know. I explained everything to her about Raylor. Let's just.
Wow.
So he's traveling with us, but that's like it's a ticking time bomb, right?
Yeah.
So my idea was first of all like to do Gage and
To kill him.
well, no, not to kill him. I can't.
To kill it.
Well, it's not really an it. It's not the normal type. Part of his soul is in it.
Oh, okay.
Like with Volmos.
Are you sure?
Whoever's creating these, yes, I'm sure. At least I think so.
Okay.
No, I guess I can ask Persona. But anyway, so my ideas. Dispel magic would kill him, obviously. Um, so I don't know. Do you know of anything that can protect someone from being controlled? A spell or an object? I mean, I was thinking dispel evil and good to break an enchantment, but I don't know if it's a celestial elemental fae fiend or undead that's doing this. It could just be a normal person, and then so that does nothing. I could try greater restoration because that deals with a debilitating effect, but I don't know if this is debilitating enough. I don't know what to do because we can't travel with him if we can't fix this or protect ourselves.
Wow. Well, the hard thing about it is that it is a being that was created to be controlled. So in and of its creation, it's designed. Most things that you would have to come across to most things are going to end the control and therefore end the creation.
Yeah.
You could try something like Intellect Fortress if the creature's willing. It would keep figures. It would keep voices out of his head, assuming that's how it works.
We can't do that though, right? That would be
No.
Okay. I mean, my other idea was if I do cast Geish on him, to then, it just seems like such a waste, but to cast Death Ward on him multiple times throughout the day so that if he was to take damage, he wouldn't die.
Well, from what you tell me, the assumption is we want to keep this creature alive.
Yes.
Yeah, from what you tell me, I mean, even just being within an inch of life is much harder to come back from. Again, I mean, it's a simulacrum is designed for vessels that are not really meant to last anywhere near the area of where combat's taking place.
I wonder if we can dispose of the body and Seren can collect soul, but not give it to Venesepa. I don't know if she'd be willing to test that theory, though.
I know very little about how that area of magic works. To be honest with you, the concept of splitting one's soul is...
I mean, it's
I mean,
forbidden
strictly speaking,
with Persona.
Yeah, it's vehemently forbidden, yes.
I mean, there's too many unknowns right now as well. For all we know, the real Raylor is under the influence of Tal. For all we know, it was the real Raylor that made this simulacrum under the influence of Tal. So what, we find him and he's possessed, so he's not going to want to reintegrate with the soul. So maybe I need to ask more direct questions to Persona. Besides just if he is alive.
Yeah, I mean, from my end, if we're trying to keep, this creature alive, the assumption is that control is happening through divination magic.
Okay.
So in that respect, something like Intellect Fortress would work. Also, there's a number of force field spells that I don't think we really are able to use that keep out divination magic specifically. But if someone were able to get into that space, and it might just be a verbal thing.
Okay.
But I would assume that, I mean, most magic that involves contact over space and time is divination.
I'm in a difficult situation because if it comes down to it and we can't figure this out, I'm not saying this to sound like, oh, I'm better than everyone. I know I'm not, but Honoria can't lose another heir. I need to do what needs to be done if he can't be trusted.
It's the first time I've heard you say that. Sounds like you're on the right path. The possibility that, I mean, maybe one of your other spellcaster friends would have something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Brimhilda, the house we're in right now, he's safe here. The problem is we're going on a ship and we have to just to reduce the size or something of the house so he can't be in there when that happens. So, okay. Well, I think like 8 hours to figure this out before we need to make sure he can't know what's going on. Thank you.
You're welcome.
How are things at home?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Do I get advantage because I'm holding, because I have no, you can't see me with the trident, right? So,
No.
so I still have disadvantage. A 4. It was really awkward. Like, so, how's home?
Yeah. Princess, I do have a significant amount of things on my plate. Transitionally, there's still things I need to handle, so.
It was a simple question, Catherine.
Things are fine.
Very well. Oh, I have things that I need to take care of as well. So I will
Okay.
speak to you later, I suppose.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later.
Eldrin's gonna end the connection.
Knock, knock, knock. Go back to that
Yeah.
scene. Cool. All right. Let's see. What is in... Actually, you know, it's 10:30. If you guys don't mind, gives me a little bit of time to kind of catch up on some of the stuff here. We'll go to a 10-minute break. So we'll see you guys in 10.
Yay.
All right. So, I think at a certain point in this, actually, I'm sorry. Actually, before we get to the tool stuff, I mean, Seren, you said you did walk into the closet after, so maybe we just handle that first, actually.
Okay.
So yeah, what would you like to do?
First she's gonna start talking to Milo and say, Milo, watch out for probably the trees first. I would keep an eye on the forest. Make sure you don't see any flying trees. If so, have some shiny rocks ready, or just stay away from them. Also, watch the ground. There's like weird sentient crawling vines. Just if you can stick to kind of the shore of the river, probably a better option. Don't get eaten by plants is basically what I'm saying. If you see anything weird, I guess just crawl up the ladder. You can respond.
Yeah, if there's a pause, Milo's gonna Okay, Seren, two things. I am no more than 20 feet away from you. And what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, last time I was here and I got captured by the people that we just killed. Well, not the people we just killed. I killed those people. But I touched a poisonous bird and then I passed out and then we killed all those people and then we were trying to walk to Celeste and I met a giant tree and I gave it a rock so it didn't eat us and then the vines also tried to kill us. So watch out for all of those things.
I will keep an eye out. Just spitballing here. Do you think the sentient trees and vines had anything to do with you being poisoned by a bird?
No, I think that was a separate thing. I think that was just the bird being poisonous.
Okay. I'm going to operate under the assumption you were tripping balls, but I will keep an eye out for dangerous trees and vines.
Okay. And then she just cuts off the connection. Mumbling to herself, and it was real. And then she moves on to her next thing and goes and just says, Huxley, Seren, again, those fucking red hand slavers, we just ran into another group and they had one of the wombats. We killed them all, obviously, and saved the wombat. Riley took him back to the grove. I don't know if you heard anything while you were with him. We can't really go after him right now, but I don't know. If you have any more information, you don't have to respond to me. But we're on our way to Celeste, and we'll be there probably, I don't know, tonight, I think. We won't have the sending room for a few days. I guess that's it. And she waits a couple minutes.
No response.
And then she'll walk out.
Okay. As you walk out, Wilbur, you see mostly maybe just like was left on the ground. It's just a big pile or a big like kind of like bundle that's probably like kind of grabbed from like leftover canvas stuff that has kind of like been tossed to the side of the room. As Seren is exiting, would you be looking at that?
Sure.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I think Seren, you just noticed Wilbur just staring at it.
Seren will go over and start kind of looking through it.
Cool. You got it. The easiest thing would be you guys just kind of like just pick it up and just like kind of put it on the table and just kind of like dump it out. Cool. So as you dump this out, what you see in general is you see a coin pouch fall out. There is a what looks to be like a bound sort of black leather, possibly like a toolkit. You see this this kind of small vial kind of like bounce out and just kind of doesn't break, just kind of falls to one side. And you see a heavy iron collar fall out. You see another leather pouch come out. And then some shackles that are surprisingly light. Guar, you can come down here too at this point if you want.
Yeah. Still holding the penis latte.
Mm-hmm.
What is that from the wagon? That's from the wagon.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's from the wagon. Looking at the collar and the shackles.
Get it out of my sight.
Seren's gonna kind of like push it to the side and just flip the like canvas back over it.
Okay.
And she'll pick up the leather pouch, see what's inside.
Cool. The leather pouch, it doesn't seem like a coin pouch, you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
Seven.
Cool. With a 7, you see what looks to be like, as you open it up, what looks to be like gray powder, almost kind of like looks like just like ash, like a light gray ash. I think with a 7, you think there's a possibility that it's just like maybe remains of someone.
Yep. Is this an urn? She just holds it up. She's gonna. She just sets it back on the table in front of like probably like where Gwar would be standing.
Yeah, makes sense.
Well, what else could it be?
Just looks like ash to me. Is Raylor still downstairs?
Oh, good question.
Because he was at the table before.
Yeah, I think he's at the table. I did not roll very high for him either, but let me check his sheet real quick.
I think his is probably better than mine. +8.
+8. Okay, not bad.
I went to. Oh, sorry, Raylor's talking.
I was just gonna say, Raylor just kind of. Well, I don't think it'd be sort of a strange thing to keep the ash of a dead person in a pouch, but
Unless it's a spell component.
I guess that's true. It seems a little shinier than ash. It's possible it has some sort of magical properties. Not anything I'm particularly aware of, but I could certainly do some. Actually, yes, if you all don't mind, I can just run some tests and find out what this is.
I want to use my divine sense on it.
Okay. You do not detect any undead or anything like that. No.
No undead.
It's not a dead person then.
It's not
Oh.
evil or good.
Yeah. Give me about 10 minutes. I'll be able to figure this out.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Seren's picked up the coin pouch and she's just counting whatever's in there.
You find 5 platinum.
Ooh.
Puts it in her pocket. Yeah, I'll just hold on to that.
Okay. You see Seren just keep the money for herself.
If anybody needs it, it's in my bag. Seren's probably never even
Eldrin-
seen platinum before.
I don't
That's
take
fair.
slavers' money.
Eldrin is Elder's not gonna say anything about the money, but she's gonna say, Seren, would you like to come with me to talk with Broomhilda about what we might be able to do about Raylor?
Hang on. Before you do that, I would like a word with Wilbur, if I may.
There's still more stuff here, too.
More stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, more stuff. Let's look at the stuff first.
I mean, if you'd like, while you're doing that, I could probably just look through these things and just make sure that they're safe, and then if there's something magical, I could divine.
That works.
Identify what it is.
That works. That would be great. Thank you, Raylor.
Great.
Okay.
Oh fuck yeah. This is dumb. This is an NPC that does this. Seren,
Yeah. Yes.
can I see those coins again?
Sure.
You told me, assuming that you kind of gleaned a little bit of this information, that these were slavers.
Yeah.
Pushes the money out. Holds one of the coins in his hands. Tricky devil. Puts the coins in, ties it up, throws it out the window.
Why?
Because that's what slavers do. They like to, for those that are able to have magical means, those would have tracked us. Rolled a fucking nat 20 on Raylor, knowing
Does
that.
Milo
Nice.
see the coin purse go out the window?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, he's picking it up.
Sure. Yeah, I like it.
Yes, no. Sweet. I got a horse and a pouch full of money. He's
So,
gonna,
I was gonna say, just for clarification, there's
gets-
no reason why Milo would wonder why it was thrown out of Marvin.
As he grabs it, he's gonna holler up because again, Seren, he's like not that far.
Yeah.
Again, Seren.
He's gonna holler. Did one of you lose your money? And he's gonna jingle the change really loud.
You should tell him to leave it.
Yeah. Seren goes over to the door and just yells down the rope ladder, Milo, put that down. They're gonna follow us.
Milo just yeets it as far as he can away from him.
Forward or backward?
To the side.
Okay.
It goes
he's gonna
back
throw
through
it
the
to
window.
left.
Yeah. You throw it into the river that is flowing down to where you guys will be in Celeste.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. You toss it aside. I made these, and then really, Kayla made the NPC that made this work. So really, it's Kayla's thing to make this work. So good job.
Yay.
Thanks, Kayla.
Thanks,
All right.
Kayla.
Yes. I think with like catching that as well. Like, yeah. So coming back to what I said, maybe I should check in on these things and then we'll come back.
Yeah, make sure nothing else is tracking us.
Will do.
Thank you.
Well, nothing that's not inside of him. Sorry.
That's what we're gonna go.
No, I know.
Go
I'm
figure
sorry.
out.
Yeah. It's just on my mind.
Okay. All right. Well, just because it's on your mind.
What?
Nothing. There's a certain point where, as Raylor is kind of unfolding the, kind of like pulling the items close, the canvas flips back over again to that collar. Wilbur, you can't help but see it, notice it.
Will someone do something with this? I'm not going to just throw it somewhere random for anyone to just come and pick up and use on some other poor defenseless creature, but I need someone to take care of this and get it out of my sight.
Sorry, Wilbur, but there's also a clarification that there's a possibility of magic works in a lot of different ways. There's a possibility that even with one of us touching it, maybe there needs to be that it can track based on fingerprints or what have you. It's very important to know what this is.
What if it? I think he's right. What if it's something that could? What if it's like an anti-scrying thing? That could be something that could help in this current situation.
I put my non-holding the penis coffee hand on Wilbur's shoulder. Hey, let's step outside while they deal with this, so you don't have to look at it. Come on.
Go outside with Guar.
I sit down by Wilbur, but like with my legs dangling off the edge, and I hand Wilbur the latte.
Did you draw a penis in this?
Oh no, I just drew the design that you drew for me. I just thought, oh no, I'm so sorry.
I drew a sword.
Oh no.
Having a really hard time telling if this was intentional or not.
Yeah, believe it or not, this actually wasn't. I just thought I'd make you something nice. I just thought you deserved it. I'm quiet for a second.
Do you have a coffee in hand too?
I gave it to Broomhilda.
Oh, well. I'll just say, well, cheers anyways.
Yeah. Clink. Wilbur, I know that things seem very bleak to you right now. I believe I can speak on this topic. I know because I've been through it. It is so much easier to be numb than it is to hold on to hope. Promise me you won't stop caring.
I mean, I'm gonna try my very best, but I am so tired.
I know. I'm sure you feel so much right now, and I'm sure you're thinking so much. But I've learned something else too through all of my horrendous acts and getting away from it and trying to make them all right. And in the same way that your heart feels and your mind thinks. You're an instrument by which the world cares. And if you care, then the world cares. And if you don't, then it doesn't. So please don't stop caring.
I'll do my best.
That's all I ever ask.
In the meantime, I'm gonna drink this coffee and sit with my thoughts.
And I'll sit with you. And I don't say another word.
Milo, roll me a perception check.
Uh, 19.
19. As you guys are moving southward, all of a sudden you hear a noise in the bushes behind you coming up extremely fast. You actually hear some strange sort of noises. They sound like something deep and guttural. And beast-like.
Oh. Yeah, Milo's gonna keep his eye on the south and get his grab some darts and just keep them ready in his hand.
Okay. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Seven.
27, nice. Cool. So as you are kind of like looking behind the horse and waiting, all of a sudden you see through the bushes this, and keeping in mind of like the warning that Seren just made, of the idea of these creatures that can come out of the woods and just pull you into it. There's a moment of readiness, of trying to be aware, and like as soon as something happens, you're able to kind of react. And you see flying out, jumping off of what might have been maybe a small like a warthog or some sort of boar, is Gutter, flying out because you guys left him behind. And he jumps, goes, "Wah!" and just kind of like clamps onto you, and with that successful dexterity saving throw, as the horse, not spooked by a lot of things, but definitely spooked by that, fully rears back at the same time. You're able to stay on it and have Gutter holding on to you.
In our defense, he needs to keep up.
He's got tiny legs. I can sympathize. Gutter, what is Gutter's size compared with Mila?
He's small. I think. Are you technically medium?
God, I don't know. I think I'm small, but I don't know. I don't even know where to look for
I'll
that.
tell you, like size wise, he's probably only like 3.5 feet tall.
Yeah, Milo's 3'8", so he's got 2 inches on him, which at that scale is significant.
Sure.
5 feet.
You see, Gutter has his arms and legs wrapped around you, smelling like the woods.
Yeah. I feel like Milo's he's just like on Milo's back. Milo's just gonna like wearing Gutter like a backpack, gonna try and calm this horse down, and try and ease the situation. And Gutter, if you're gonna if you're gonna ride with me, you've gotta like calm it down. You've gotta.
Gutter starts to climb on top of your head and like goes. So like this is this. How do I do this? This is you. This is him. He walks this way around. So now like
He's like upside down.
Yeah, he's upside down, like head first, like just kind of like just holding on.
Yeah, do we do it on this horse?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, Milo like is peeking his head out in between Gutter's legs and
just like having to move his legs.
And I feel like Gutter's also just been like on the road longer than Milo. He's a little bit scrawnier. He's not as he's still strong, but he's thinner. So Milo's gonna like physically maneuver him and like set him in front of him.
Yeah.
And like maybe grab a bit of rope and like lash him to him. So there's no like just we've gotta stop with like the sudden movements. The horses. The horse is skittish. We gotta keep him calm. Also, you gotta help me name him. I've been trying to think of a name this whole time.
Get up.
I mean, it's kind of the sound he makes when he gets going. I like it.
Get up.
All right. We'll try it out. Milo grabs one of the carrots. Get up didn't eat yet, and hands it to Gutter.
Gutter takes it, expertly swings from the side, like kind of holding onto your leg to where he's like just in front of the horse, and then shoves the carrot into the horse's mouth. I swear to God, I rolled a nat 20. The horse like seems to fully like definitely freaks out at the beginning of that, but like seemingly Gutter's nature boy, so like 100% like fully kind of like is able to kind of connect with this horse in a weird way that is not even able to be. It doesn't even look right. Yeah, I will say like Milo, like you maneuvering like Gutter around you, he's like allowing you to do that. You're actually pretty surprised by how strong Gutter is, like wiry strong, all core strength probably. But yeah, so eventually Gutter settles down and just rides behind you, just holding your waist. And part of the point of this was also to tell Wilbur and Guar, you see all of that.
Oh shit.
Should we like do something?
I mean, I was having a really nice time sitting with you while you sat with your thoughts, but you know, you stay here. I'll take care of it.
Okay.
As you're deciding to do something, you seem like things have settled down, and Milo is starting to like. Milo's fully like standing up on Get It Up and just like doing monk shit around Gutter, just like playing with Gutter.
I love it. I love that so much. Yeah, you guys fully end up doing the Titanic sort of scene on Get It Up.
I just call down and I just go, Gutter?
Ah!
All right. You seem all right. Hello. Milo, is he giving you a hard time, or are you good?
No, I think we're solid. I think I don't know if Gutter's helping the horse or the horse is helping Gutter, but
you see Gutter seeing Milo having a conversation with Guar, flips around and then picks you up and does the same like Titanic thing for you.
No, this is great. We're having a great time.
All right. Carry on.
Can Can you throw me some food?
I have half a mind to like just dump the rest of the penis latte down on you guys, but
That's not food.
I know.
As my
What do
doctors
you-
reminded me, coffee's not food.
Any requests?
Are there like biscuits or like anything?
I could ask Marvin. Marvin, are there biscuits?
You are outside of Marvin right now.
Oh, he can't.
Technically.
Okay, technically. Okay. Yeah. Let me run in real quick. Wilbur, you good? How's the coffee? Is it okay?
Really delicious. Thank you.
Yes. Of course. Everything's coming up, Guar. Okay, I think it goes back in. Marvin, can we get some biscuits? Milo and Gutter are hungry.
Sure, I could do that.
Thank you.
You assume he's getting to work on that.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna work. He's working on your biscuits. So,
Milo has Gutter tumbling in the air with his feet like full Cirque du Soleil.
So one thing I think is kind of interesting about this is imagine being a predatorial animal in the forest and then seeing this shit. So I truly think there's a possibility, like we're gonna we'll end up rolling for that next day, but there's a good chance that Milo and Gutter are fine and are actually scaring the wildlife away from this this performance.
Hopefully they tip. I don't know.
Yeah, actually, I'll say Milo, roll me a performance check with advantage.
Performance. That was a 19.
19? Yeah, cool. Awesome. I'll remember that. Cool. All right. So, meanwhile, Seren and Eldrin.
Yeah, so let's go up to Broomhilda and we can discuss this a little bit. And we need to figure it out before we get to the ship.
Yeah. Probably
Okay.
before we get to Celeste. I don't know if we can walk through the town with Marvin.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll make our way up to Broomhilda's room and knock on the door.
What?
It's Eldrin and Seren. May we come in?
Yeah, come in.
I go in. And I take does she have chairs in her room?
She has a chair that she is sitting in.
Okay. I'll just stand. And I say, once Saren's in the room and we close the door, I'll say, okay, well, I spoke with Catherine, the High Priestess of Honoria. And she had some ideas of what we can do to protect ourselves from Raylor, but I can't do them. So I'm wondering if you know anything about force field spells or intellect fortress, things like that. I mean, can you do what you did to Marvin to like an object that Raylor can wear?
Not really. I can make an area that stays steady in one point. I can make that area
Okay.
protected, but
Could you make an area on the ship protected like that?
Yeah.
technically speaking, having it grounded on something that is stable while it's moving, yeah, I probably could.
Okay, yeah, because I mean Marvin's moving right now, so
So we just
Well,
have to get
Marvin's
him there.
Brumhilda, sorry, I'm Brumhilda. Eldrin, Marvin's very complicated spell. It took a lot of time and energy to be able to build that, and I, it's not something that I can just, everybody thinks that wizards are just able to just pull everything out of their hat.
That's fine. I'm just asking because we need to figure something out. I mean, the only other thing, like Seren said, we need to figure out how to get him to the ship. The only other things I can think of is blindfolding him and then casting deafness on him so that he can't see or hear where we are. It seems cruel, but I mean, maybe he needs to. I don't know. He can't travel with us if he can reveal the things that we've already said to him.
Yeah. There's also a possibility that even when you are deaf to physical noises. If it's something that's happening inside your head, it could still pass through.
Yeah.
Intellect Fortress could work. I don't have that spell on me right now, but I can definitely check in the library and see if that would work.
Okay.
Technically speaking, it just really gives resistances to reacting to the effects given inside your head. So
If he was to go unconscious, but he had something like death ward on him, would that work?
I mean, we could do we could do like a feigned death sort of thing. I don't think that's really what you're asking.
He has the talisman that I got from Magpie right now.
What does that do?
If he were to go unconscious, it'll shatter and keep him alive, but honestly, I don't even know if that
Yeah, I don't know if that would work.
actually would work.
Because it's not healing him
considering.
technically.
But that's one time, and if he immediately were to get hurt by whatever mental or physical again, it doesn't work a second time.
Okay.
And Broomhilda's already done all of this work to heal him as much as she was able to. I
hate to ask this, Seren, but what do you know about your abilities? Can you collect the part of Raylar's soul that's still there and hold on to it, or do they go to Venesepa?
First of all, absolutely not.
Well, we have to consider some of this. I'm not going to just go ahead and do it like Guar, but we're all in danger.
I barely know how it works, and yes, I know I didn't read the contract because I didn't speak whatever the hell he speaks.
I wasn't going to say anything this time.
Everyone likes to remind me of that. I don't know. If it comes to that at some point, then I guess we'll figure it out. But I don't want that to be our first option.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like I said, my other thing is I can compel him to follow my rules, or the rules I set for 30 days, and then continuously cast Death Ward on him for 3 days we're on the ship. But that means I'm casting it every 8 hours on him in case that spell goes off.
Will Death Ward even work on a simulacrum?
I mean, it works on Wilbur, and Wilbur can't. If Wilbur dies, he's dead, so. which is kind of similar, I guess.
We have to work on this in the same idea that Raylor, even though has different biology that affects whatever spell affects a creature is going to affect him. That's, I mean,
Except healing.
Right. But technically speaking, there are creatures out there that don't get healed by normal means. So it still applies.
Can you try reaching out to the real Raylor again? Raylor friend, if that's what we want to call him.
I mean, I don't even know what I heard the first time. I don't know if that was Melivest or... And if it was I reaching out to the simulacrum? Like, I don't know. And
Yeah, I mean, I thought I was reaching out to the Volmos from the Enorian dungeons, but it went wacky and reached the one at the school.
Which
is not how that spell should work, which means that we do have a unknown there.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to try. I mean, we're trying to protect Raylor, the simulacrum Raylor, and keep our location hidden from whatever could be controlling him. I don't think trying to contact the real one and then ending up giving our location away that way is a good idea right now.
Seren, what if we find out that the real Raylor is under Tal's influence and that he did this to himself?
Then we...
Does that change anything?
Break the influence? I don't know.
But a simulacrum, and correct me if I'm wrong, Brimhilda, it's not an enchantment or a charm, right? It's not something that can just be broken like a curse.
That's the reason why it's so difficult, is because it was literally, as I mentioned, it is something that was created to serve.
Okay.
Seren, I know you don't want to hear this, but I do have to just mention this. Things would become much more simple if we did find out that you were able to hold on to Raylor's soul.
Yeah.
I know you don't know for sure, but I assume you have. I know what this means. I get that this is difficult, not only for, especially for Seren, but just for to try to connect with Vanasepa again.
I mean, how would I don't even know how to test that, or...
I can show you how I commune with Persona, and perhaps you can try it with Vanasepa.
What do you think he would let me hold on to the soul and not give it to him?
It's not a whole soul. Why would he want it? What is he going to do with a piece?
I don't know.
I mean, I can commune again with Persona and ask him if I can only ask him yes or no questions, but I can see if he might know if you could hold on to the soul in one of these things, but it's not his domain.
I don't know. I mean, we just have to get him to the ship, and then Brunhilde, you said you could make a safe space on the ship. it won't take that long. It's a small risk, but if we just hurry up and get him there.
But it's a risk that could jeopardize everything.
I mean, once we get on the ship, we're leaving Celeste, right?
I think Broomhilda and Eldrin share a look.
Mhm. Let me
Sir,
go on.
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, let me commune with Persona and I can ask him some questions to get clarification. But I don't know what to do beyond that.
Well, we'll continue to work on it. I'll make sure I try to have that spell ready for tomorrow.
Well, we're gonna get there tonight, right?
I don't know. We had to hang around for a little bit. The hope is that we do get there, but I would say, again, I mean, I assume the ship is not going to be there tonight.
Yeah,
Would it be?
Probably not yet. I told him about a day and a half.
So we can keep, we can keep Raylor
Okay.
and Marvin.
Yeah, no, he can't leave. He can't. I mean, Seren, you also need to keep this in mind, and I'm not trying to be cruel, but because we divulge things in front of him, think about the quality of life this Raylar is going to have as well. Until we deal with Tall, and he can't leave Marvin. He can't go out and do anything. He's right. He's a prisoner. I don't know. It's
After all we just went through to heal him, and Huxley and Gore trying to kill him, and I told Hagen, and I tried to explain, and now I'm gonna take that away from him, even if it's not the real him. Okay, yeah.
I don't
know.
I understand what you're going through. I get it. I mean, every time I find a piece of Volnos, it's him, but it's not him.
Yeah, but the easy part is you don't have to worry about if trapping this soul somewhere is going to send it to the Shadowfell to be in eternal service of some evil god, and also if taking that piece of the soul out of this body is gonna kill the real one, because your brother's already
dead.
Yeah.
What do you want me to ask Persona? I was thinking finding out if my questions were a little selfish, and I don't know if they would get us anywhere. I was thinking of asking him if Raylar Prime is under Tal's influence, or if he did this to himself, but that doesn't really leave us with answers that we need in this moment.
I mean, it would be good to know, but I guess we don't really need to know that right now. I don't know. I don't know if asking for whose permission to take this piece of his soul without actually sending it away is necessarily a good idea. Like, I don't know if he'd let me do that, but if I did it without him knowing somehow.
What if,
I don't know.
what if we can find a way to get a copy of your contract and actually read it and see what the rules are that you're supposed to be following?
Yeah, I don't know if that's possible, but if it was,
Well,
might have some answers.
we personally know 2 people who met Venesepa, well, besides you. One is here and another is not. But I could reach out to him. Although I know, Broomhilda, you don't want any to be involved in anything to do with Cerilius.
That's a very far callback.
Oh, that took me a second.
I don't know if Brumhilda knows about that.
She did blow the roof off when Wilbur and Cerilius came back, so she might not have been there for the explanation of it all.
Yeah. So I think the clarity of it would be he knows.
Yeah, when Wilbur and him went to the ethereal plane, they had and Wilbur became this primordial. Venesepa was one of the I think he's a primordial or whatever he is. He was one of the beings that was there. He didn't speak.
Oh. Yeah, take a crack at it. I mean,
Okay. I guess I'll use the sending room then. Unless anyone has any other ideas.
I don't know if it would bring me any answers, but I could try to talk to my patron.
Yeah. I mean, I would think that your patron has a stake in another god deciding that you work for them.
Something like that.
Okay. I'll reach out to Cerilius and see if we can figure out a way for us to contact Venesepa, or for him to for us. I can also ask Persona if there's any way. I know it was 4 days ago, but anyway, through the divine intervention he did, if he was able to get a copy of this contract. I doubt it, but who knows? I don't know. Yeah. I'm sorry, Seren. I know this is very uncomfortable.
I mean, he already saw the grove. How much worse could it get? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think I give Brimhilda another, like, long look. And then I am going to... I put a hand on Seren's shoulder as I, like, leave the room.
there's a moment where Brumhilda's looking at Seren. Been around magic for a while.
I have little doubt that there is an answer to this. We just need to find it.
Okay.
I need to go to my library. Feel free to have the room.
Thank you.
Bernardo walks out. Guar,
Yes.
Where are you at this moment right now?
Yeah, probably watching Gutter and Milo be silly while Wilbur's, sitting on the porch area, just kind of
Okay.
being quiet.
Is the door open or closed?
Open.
Guar, could I borrow you for a moment?
You can borrow me whenever you want. And I walk in.
You see Raylor. Roll me an insight check.
Ooh. That's what I thought. 25.
You see the items in front of him, kind of like laid out in a very neat and specific sort of pattern here, and you see a key in front of him, small key.
I may need your help with something.
What's that?
Well, before I ask it, I need you to understand the reason why I'm asking you. I know that there was an influence on recent events that you were on one side of. So I know you wouldn't have a problem if things were to get bad. But I've also been watching you. And I have felt somewhat at fault for how things have progressed among your friends. I am sorry for the hand that I had to play in that.
Guar leans forward and looks at Raylor. It wasn't supposed to happen until you did something that would have led us to needing to do that. And only then.
I believe you. I'd like you to hold on to this.
And pushes the key in your direction.
What is it to?
He doesn't answer. He takes the collar and slowly puts it over his own head.
Oh, Raylor, you don't have to.
No, trust me. Locks it in place. I do.
Why? What do you know?
It's the safest choice for now. But I asked Seren specifically if she would need to do what it takes. And she answered very honestly. I cannot ask that of her. But I believe you. Any religious affiliation that you have aside, I believe you to be someone of not only strong moral character, but swift in justice and judgment.
I extend a hand to him. I will honor your request, but only if you become a threat to us. And it will be swift, and it will be painless.
Thank you. Seren, I think you come out, or sorry, Eldrin, I think you come out at this point.
So I see the collar on him.
You're on the second floor, but if you were to
Okay.
kind of start to walk down, yeah, you would.
Yeah. I am walking down. I think I stop and look at him. And then I say, so you figured out what it does?
Unless you think that I am strong enough to people to physically take on anyone in this house, I am of no danger while this is on.
But it doesn't protect your mind.
No.
So you are still a danger to all of us.
I would still need to be watched, yes, but I have no access to any magical abilities.
You are the magical ability. Whoever created you has access to you. That's the problem. The second you're outside of this house.
I understand what you're saying, but with all due respect, there are things that you don't know about me and what I can do that would prove to be dangerous to this party if in the wrong hands. This body cannot do those things while this is on me.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go talk to someone to see if we can figure out the other half of the issue.
Good luck.
Is Guar talking? Are you muted?
Sorry, I was muted. I was like, what I said was, you don't need to speak in code. I'm right here.
What? The other half of the issue is the fact his mind, Guar, the things that he knows can.
Oh, you were just talking about
not everything's about you.
What? I'm just sitting here.
Oh. Okay. I thought you were insinuating that they were speaking in code, that you were the other half of the problem or something like that because of your guilt.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm really exhausted right now.
Oh. Okay.
Do you want a hug?
A hug? Yeah. And I hug her.
Beautiful. As this hug is happening, you see like Raylar just kind of like there is there's also other things that and Seren, you come out at this point as you hear Raylar's. There are other things that that could prove useful on this table.
You hear, no, I'm not Seren, I'm Eldrin. You hear Eldrin go, 5 seconds. I gave you 5 seconds. You need to let go.
I let go immediately. What?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just what?
Go ahead.
That's it.
I have something stupid to do too.
Do it.
So before Seren comes out of the room, she's just sitting there like just kind of messing with her hands and trying to think of what she could ask her patron. And she's messing with the sending ring, and then she goes to the other hand and goes and looks down at her hand, which you wouldn't see anything. And then she does this, and her ring of mind shielding becomes visible again because she would have made it invisible, and looks down and goes, oh shit. Oh shit. And that's when she walks out of the room as Eldrin and Gwar are hugging and everything's happening.
I love it.
And she just holds up her hand and then sees every...
I see the ring and I say,
Whatever.
yes, Seren, you're wearing a ring.
It's
No.
really nice.
Who married you?
You kind of... Anyway, ring of mind shielding.
Just making sure.
Congratulations.
I mean, it was a Valsharian, yes.
Eldrin,
Mhm.
ring of mind shielding. Is that enough?
Do I know what a ring of mind shielding would do?
I mean, it's ancient in terms of in terms of probably when I gave that to you. So let me pull it up.
Yeah. I have the D&D Beyond thing pulled up if you need me to read it.
Yeah, while wearing this ring, you're immune to magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts, determine whether you're lying, know your alignment, or know your creature type. Creatures can telepathically communicate with you only if you allow it.
Oh my fucking god! Anyway, so Eldrin, does Eldrin know about what it is? Like, do I have to roll on a ring of mind shielding, or?
I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think there would be a. It's not a. I mean, it's uncommon.
Would it be like a
at least.
history?
I'd say yeah, history or arcana. I'd take either.
The 6. I don't know.
Yeah.
so
I
Eldrin
do
goes,
think that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. So Eldrin goes, I mean, yes, I don't know. You've had this whole time?
Actually. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Rayla goes. Oh, yes. That's perfect. That'll work. I mean, well, I guess it's hard to trust me in this moment. This is what it does.
And then he explains
And he
exactly what
explains
Seren
it.
said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and you got on my case for not knowing about regenerate, but sure. Yeah, that's
I made it invisible when I got it, and I didn't think about it.
okay. Yeah, I think that's great. So now he can't physically harm us because of the collar, and he can't.
And yeah, another failsafe beyond the talisman. Supposedly, if you die while wearing it, your soul can enter it.
Oh,
So, without having to involve, you know who.
oh, I don't even.
and
Maybe I don't
the
even talk to
Shadowfell
Ceruleus right
and-
now.
I'm sitting right here.
What do you
So-
have to do with this?
I don't know. You're saying you know who? Like what?
Venesepa. Venesepa, Venesepa. She can't say it. We all can.
Guar!
Oh, Guar, you are not. This is what I was talking to my father about how you act dumb and it's infuriating.
I just smile at her.
Don't smile at
staying
me.
out
The
of
only
this.
reason I brought it up is because he asked about you, and he shouldn't be asking about you. He should be asking about his son-in-law.
Wait, he asked about Guar, but didn't ask about me?
No, honestly, he asked about Milo.
Your dad likes me.
Oh, man.
I don't.
This sucks.
He
No,
likes
he
you
doesn't.
too, Noros.
And I say, Norris, he doesn't even know you. He just met you, really. And Guar, I suppose, too.
Yeah,
So
about the
that's a
same
bad
time.
example. Yeah.
I look at Noros and I just go, Noros, he likes you too. It'll be, I promise you it'll be okay. He'll forget about me in a month.
Yeah.
Look,
Okay.
it's a difficult transition. I mean, we did kind of, get married behind his back and circumvent all of the work that they put into an alliance with the Senegath clan. So
Yeah,
it's
I
gonna
remember.
take a bit.
Yeah, I remember.
Well, we
that.
don't remember the wedding, but we remember.
No,
the
but
aftermath. Yeah.
I'm aware, and you've reminded me since.
Noros, just spar with him. He'll love it. He'll love you forever. It's not that
He
hard.
tried to,
I know.
Guar.
I
He
tried
guess
to.
he did.
Well, try harder. I don't know.
I feel like this conversation is somewhat important, but Seren, if you would.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh my gosh. I'm
I say.
so sorry, Seren.
I say yes.
Slipping it out his finger. Do you see the shit I deal with?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And just like weirdly, like ceremoniously, he kisses you in front of the rest of them. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Wilbur, I think you come in at this point. If you,
Raylor
if you
and
like.
Seren are having a full-on Eldrin and Noros moment,
Yeah.
just in the middle of the room.
I lean into Noros when this happens, and I say, if you were a simulacrum, would it be cheating on you if I made out with like you, but it's not you?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No, I'm saying absolutely not.
Like, oh yeah, no, I'd cut. Even if it is me, I'd cut that bitch.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Squeezes your hand. Wilbur, do you come in here? Or you?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna walk in and see this, and then just like immediately walk back out. I'm not here for this right now.
You see,
Yeah.
you see,
It's fair.
you see Raylor with that collar on him.
Oh god.
Yeah, having the ring.
It's a weird sex thing.
Yeah, there's some weird kinky bullshit going on out here.
It's so strange.
Wilbur's not here for it.
Okay. So, anyways, before I forget, there are some other interesting things here. Powerful things, honestly, which are interesting, but also concerning. I don't know very much about the people that you stole this from, but did they seem to be well versed in magical artifacts, or specifically powerful in any way?
No, I think they were just a bunch of dickheads that sell people and creatures for a living.
Right. Well, there are powerful dickheads that
Yeah.
do that. Did they seem to show or possess any sort of specific strength or power?
I mean, we
Above
killed
board?
him-
No,
we
you
killed him
guys
pretty fast.
You guys had
so,
no problem.
Very
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay,
they didn't
well-
seem like much of a threat to us, at least.
that's good to know. So that means that there are Well, culturally, this happens from time to time when there is an influx of powerful, dangerous items. Sometimes their power and danger are sometimes overlooked in being given out to those that are lesser, which in turn makes them all the more dangerous. Anyways, lecture over. So here's what we're able to find. First off, touches the black leather roll. This looks to be like some sort of toolkit. Honestly, pretty boring. But it does look like there are some lockpicks, clamps, keys to these manacles, which I'll get to in a second. And some small vials of what looks to be just oil. For lubrication of chains, most likely. One of the interesting things that I've noticed on one of the lockpicks, actually, as he kind of pushes it over to Seren, and then as Seren's like reaching for it, takes it back. One of the interesting things, that I probably should have mentioned on this, is that along these thieves' tools, and he pulls out a single sort of like needle that is along this like series of lockpicks, is this, which takes out the vial, has this on it. This is dangerous poison. This is coated in dangerous poison. Everybody understand?
Okay.
They both have poison.
Noted.
Yes. So, all right. So there's that. The type of poison is called torpor venom. And you see, ironically, it's more gray than blue, so it's not exactly like you wouldn't confuse it with the other like sort of magical blood stuff. If ingested or applied to a weapon, given the constitution of the person that is taking it, they will be stunned for a while, and then if they were really low on constitution, say they rolled a nat 1, they would die after that minute. So yes, very potent stuff.
Sounds useful.
Yes. So this collar, just for clarification for everybody, that I'm not just wearing because I think it looks cool. It definitely.
No,
is.
it doesn't. You look ridiculous.
No, I agree.
Hey, he looks fine.
Well, this, just in case there's something ever happens to me, very important for you to understand. This is what has been told to me is an obedience collar.
Sorry.
Not a big.
I don't laugh. That's why I'm laughing.
Not a big fan of
War
the name.
starts to laugh.
But it does it makes the wearer basically immune to being able to use any source of magic, any sort of connection whatsoever. I can still use items that are magical, but I cannot attune to them.
Did you take it off so you can attune to that ring?
I think Ring of Mind Shield is not attuned. No, it is. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say he can be attuned to it after it's on, because I think that's cool. So
Yeah.
So
It would
so
make
like,
sense if he attunes to it and then puts the collar on.
And then
and
puts
puts
a
the
collar.
collar on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, Eldrin says that. She goes, "Okay, well, take it off."
Seren gets
good
the
point.
key out of the lockpick thing.
You don't have it.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
I think you do. You take the key. Not that key. It's okay. I'll take care of it later. It's fine. So the other pieces, picking up the shackles, I am just insanely strong. No, okay. No. So these shackles are actually made out of a substance called mithril, which is a very strong metal, but also extremely light. Why they're made into shackles? No idea.
Seems like it'd be better served making armor, wouldn't it?
100%. That's typically what it's made for. But
I could
for
use
some
some of
reason,
that.
yeah, maybe
I could
it's-
actually move around better. That'd be great.
Maybe it's if you're having to move a prisoner that is on some sort of beast of burden that you know is too heavy for them or what have you. But yes, so it's there, and that is the key for that, taking the one that Seren picked up. And then lastly, this one, the coup de grace, in my opinion, puts the powder in this like kind of like ashy sort of powder pouch in the middle. That, in a strange way, makes that and points to Seren. For 10 seconds. Yes. So
This makes Seren.
It's trying to be a little performative. No.
Look, I don't know how you all reproduce in Valshar, but I don't understand it, and it's fine. But
no, that's not. Nope. Sorry. That's not
At
what
that,
I mean.
when I hear Gar say reproduce, Eldrin has a thought and turns to Noros and Primordial. She goes, maybe we get lucky and it's not motion sickness and I'm just pregnant.
No.
Because that would be better for Eldrin than the shame.
Noros kind of like does not look at you. Is just like staring at the item in the center, and just you see his eyes just go.
And then Eldrin says again, like in Primordial again, she's like, I mean, it's like 25 years early, but at least I wouldn't have the shame that I currently am walking around with. She's completely oblivious to him. And I don't think Wilbur's not in here, right? So no one understands Primordial.
No, Milo and Wilbur aren't there.
Does Seren see Noros' face?
Yeah, I think so.
Noros, are you okay over there?
I need to go outside.
What did she say to you?
Yep, all good. He walks out.
I've never
with
once-
the trees.
I have never once in my life heard Eldrin say, "Yup, all good."
He's fine.
So can I because it's very cool. Can we get back to this?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
Please show
The
us.
reproduction dust, yes.
It's extremely exciting. No, it is not reproduction. It's called ghost step powder. So when inhaled or sprinkled on someone, the user becomes incorporeal for 10 seconds, allowing them to move through walls and barriers, be able to move through grapples, restraints, any sort of difficult terrain.
Or uterus.
What?
They would become immune to non-magical attacks for a bit.
That's how the babies come out. They take the ghost step powder.
Okay.
They
Bart,
go
stop.
through the uterus
Oh my God.
be born.
So I was saying because Seren is
So-
able to do this ability, sort
Yeah.
of. So that was the connection I was making.
I mean, that was a
Oh.
wild connection. How are we supposed to make that?
Got it. Yeah. Okay.
Right. Okay. Yes, I was.
Now it'd be one
Seren
thing if
can
you said
go
it while
step-
Seren was standing in between like the wall and like half her body was out. Like, oh look, she can ghost step. But
So
you just pointed
yeah.
to her, and how are we supposed to make that connection?
So Seren
Okay.
can walk through walls sometimes. This will help us walk through walls sometimes,
Well-
just like Seren can. Got it.
Okay. Yeah. So it'd be like I was trying to kind of give the Marvin is so old.
How old is he?
Exactly. That is the right response. That was what I was
Oh.
waiting for in the
What?
idea of
How Seren is she?
Is there a script that I'm supposed to have? I
Exactly.
don't understand.
You did a great job. He's just stupid, and she doesn't understand land
How
words,
does she
sentences,
go
phrases.
I
Oh,
understand
God.
plenty. It's just that you people speak in riddles sometimes.
What do you mean,
Right.
you people?
Everyone who's not a Triton.
Oh.
So yeah, yes. So I would need to.
How Triton are you?
Okay, Gua.
Sorry,
Um,
I thought that was a thing now. Is
That's
it
all right.
not?
That's. It. Yes and no.
Got it.
Guar has the key.
Where did that
See,
come from?
I knew it all along. See, I'm the key.
No. I just gave you a key.
I look at Raylord. I
Yeah.
know.
Okay, all right. Sometimes I just. So, hear me out.
I have the key to the collar thing.
The reasoning for that is, as I've mentioned before, some of you have been quite honest with me in things, but no one has clearly shown. I know it's strange to say, but in my view on this is something that I should be able to have a say in somewhat, especially in this case. I trust Gua with this key.
Okay.
I understand.
You need to be more clear, Raylord.
Not because.
He doesn't think you can kill him if the time comes, Seren. I think she understands what you're saying.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Was that clear enough, Gore?
Pretty clear.
What is the reaction that Raylor is reading on Seren's face? Or would you have to roll an insight check?
No, I think she'd be pretty transparent that she understands, and she's not happy about that being something that it could come to, but she knows that Gore would do it, and if Raylor is making that choice, she accepts it because it's him above all else.
At least now we know his soul will go into that ring.
If I even have one.
You, at least some of it, right?
I mean,
Listen.
I'm assuming.
I look at Seren and I look at Seren and I go, Seren, on my honor, for whatever that is worth to you, this was always the plan, that if he posed a threat, I could take him down. And now I've gotten that specific request from him to do that. And if I do, it will only be if he's a threat and I can do it quickly. He will
All you
not
need to
suffer.
do is dispel magic and it'll become a puddle. Sorry.
All right.
Thanks. As long as he's the one making that decision to give you permission to do that, then okay. I just didn't want to take that choice away from him.
Understood.
Like
You,
Huxley
like-
tried to.
You love him and stuff. I saw what you did.
Aldrin's looking around, and she knows Nora's left, but she's like, I guess it didn't land as a joke like I thought it did.
Oh no.
Meanwhile, Norris is outside. Oh wait, Wilbur came in, right?
Wilbur left the room with.
Oh yeah, no, Wilbur. Yeah,
immediately left.
So
yeah.
like,
So
no,
he's
so
probably
Norris
run
is
into
outside,
Norris.
just staring down. It's probably not. It's probably not. I mean, because she would have to stop. Because obviously, I mean, there's more than one, right?
Is he with me?
Yeah, he's right next to you. He doesn't seem to notice you.
Oh, what the
Yeah.
fuck? What's wrong with you?
What? Oh. Hey.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
You're talking
Yeah.
to yourself.
Don't we all? Don't we?
No.
Wilbur, if you had, let's say you had someone that you were really close to, right?
Mhm.
And there was a possibility that you were able to create something with that person, but if that happened, then that person, both of you would not be able to go outside.
What?
You would understand, right?
What? No. What are you talking about?
Tell me you would understand.
You're acting very off. What's going on?
If you created something with someone, then they would know that you would understand that both of you can't go outside ever again.
I have no idea what you're talking
Wilbur,
about.
if you don't want to listen to me, that's fine. Just
I'm listening to you. You're making no sense.
Can Milo hear him?
yeah. I think Norris comes up. Milo, if he does the same bit as
What?
Milo, if you had someone and you created something, then you wouldn't go outside, right?
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Milo stops Gidabab and just stares and just fully breaks his brain for a minute. What?
You guys are fucking useless, and he goes back inside.
I think he's hormonal or something.
The worst thing to say to him right now.
These Tritons have no provide no context ever.
Never. Ever.
What don't you understand?
They're actually the worst at it.
If you create something with someone, you wouldn't go outside, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, no, depending
Obviously.
on what I created.
Not till that baby ghost steps through that mom's belly.
Mm-hmm.
If it were the world's comfiest bed, then yes, I would never go outside.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Back inside, Raylor, we'll say this is like the process of like going on, like while you're probably like taking the thing off as he's holding it. It's a good thing we have an hour. Honestly, it's pretty it's pretty useful. It's something that like the something we could use is that at any point in time of having to take off the call, if there's something that you needed to be able to understand and identify, I can do so very easily.
Perfect.
That would be useful.
There's a moment, Seren, where you see Raylor, his eyes kind of light up, and he looks at you, Seren, and he goes, "Oh no." And he will say, Guar, you're in the process of... roll me a sleight of hand check.
Sure. That's a +0, right? Yep. 14.
14. Okay, 14. You just like managed to kind of snap the collar into place as he leaps from the table and starts to run up the stairs towards Brimhilda's room.
Whoa. Bye, Raylor.
Does anybody chase after him?
Yeah,
Seren.
Seren.
I will too.
Raylor bursts open through the door, sees Brimhilda not in there, thank God, and then goes, where is she? Where is she?
Why?
Library?
You can't just do that.
Runs to the library. Bursts through the library. You see Brimhilda immediately put out a hand as seeing like Raylor come out and like just like a face of like, do not make me do this. And Raylor kind of, I know where I am. And with that, we're going to end tonight's session. We'll see you guys next week.